Hi everyone, it's Shauna the Tax Goddess and Chief Tax Strategist for TaxGoddess.com, StrategicTaxCoach.com, and DropMyTaxes.com. And I'm super happy to have you guys here with us today because, as you can tell, we have a fabulous guest. Her name is Casey Williams, and she is an expert in basically money, financials, and bookkeeping, and all of that money stuff that most of us hate. Except a tax goddess. I'm kind of okay with it. But we're thrilled to have Casey with us here today. And if you guys are here on our channel, Tax Strategies That Save Entrepreneurs Thousands, make sure you click subscribe, hit the little bell icon, give us some love, thumbs up if you love the video. We are here to bring you strategies to reduce your tax burden as well as educate, entertain, and or inspire. So, Casey, what is the topic we're going to be covering today?
I want to talk about profit first. Money.
Money.
I love money. Yeah.
I'm in. I like money.
Yeah.
Money is good. Okay. So remember, you can, of course, subscribe, click the little bell icon. You can find our 10 ways to save 10K ebook on any of our websites. So TaxGoddess.com, StrategicTaxCoach.com, or DropMyTaxes.com. But money sounds like so much more fun. So let's get into it. Tell us all about profit first. Tell us about money.
Okay. Perfect. So when you own a business and you are constantly paying the bills and at the end of the day, you're like, there's nothing left for me. That's kind of how most entrepreneurs start. And you get discouraged, and it really doesn't have to be that way. You can really take your money first. And because you're the reason the business is around, you need to be rewarded for your efforts. So if you take money, so on Friday afternoon, I sit down and look at what has been deposited into the bank account this week, your business bank account, because you should have a personal and you should have a business, and don't mix the two. So you look at your business account and you see how much has come in this week. Then you need to decide how much you're going to take as your paycheck. So are you taking 30%, 40%? What is your number? It depends on your business. And I would start in the 30% range. If it's a side hustle, which means you really have a W-2, but you get, you're doing this business on the side, maybe you don't need that much. Maybe you can take 10%. But you need to take enough that you feel like you're being rewarded, but leave enough that the business can still sustain itself. So that's why I say a percentage, because especially when you're new in business or the money isn't coming in steadily yet, if you take it as a percentage, it's the same every time. So say you take 20%, 30% of the profit of the money coming in for the business as your money. And so you transfer that money across. If you have a sole proprietorship or an LLC, you're taking that as a draw or an owner's distribution. And then if you have an S Corp, you're taking a paycheck because that's required that you take a paycheck. So you subtract that from your percentage. So if you take, let's say that you're going to take 20%, and that 20% is $2,500. And then your paycheck that you take as an employee of your company is $2,000. Your transfer is really only going to be $500 because you're going to subtract your paycheck. And then you take your money, and that's your money. You're going to buy groceries, pay your car insurance, pay your car payment. That's your money out of your personal account. Then with your business money that you have left, you can pay business expenses. And it helps you to be a better budgeter so that you have personal money and you have business money. You're not commingling, which means mixing the money together, because that's really ugly and you should never do that. So if you can set yourself up, put a reminder on your calendar Friday afternoon. You don't really want to be working anyway. So figure out what your profit's going to be, what you're going to take, and then you have personal money and you have business money, and they're separate, and you will feel like you're being rewarded for your business, for your efforts, and you separate your money, business and personal.
Yay! and separating is a huge, huge thing. I'm pretty sure we needed a tick counter there because I'm pretty sure like no commingling was in that about 8 times. Yay, absolutely agree. Love it. So you were mentioning that there was a book maybe on this concept. What?
There is, yeah. From, I believe the guy's name is Mike Michalowicz, and he wrote the book. It's called Profit First, and he teaches you how to, what number to take, whether you're going to take 30%, 40%, 50%. When I started, I was doing my business as a side business, and so I started with 20%. And then I increased it to 30%, and then I increased it to 40%, and then I increased it to 50%, because at that point it was my full-time job. And so then I take 50% and I transfer that to my personal checking account. And then from there, I take 20%, put that in my savings account so that I have money to pay my estimated taxes when the time comes. And that's the way Profit First is designed, so that you can take the money out of your business that you live on, and then the money that's left, you should still be able to pay the expenses. And if you can't, you either need to reduce your expenses in your business or increase your income. And I know that like when we go through with clients, we go through the bank statement. That's an exercise that we do. We go through bank statements to reconcile, categorize. And sometimes when you go through those bank statements, you'll see where you're still paying for an old software that you're not using anymore or something like that. You can reduce your expenses that way pretty easy. And you can also see sometimes where you've justified a business expense that really wasn't a necessary business expense. And so you can reduce expenses that way too. Not as fun, but it does work.
So the end of our last video got cut off, but as usual, I wanted to say thank you so much, guys, for being here with us today on our YouTube channel, Tax Strategies That Save Entrepreneurs Thousands, presented by Tax Goddess. Love bringing you guys awesome guests like Casey Williams. You know, it just makes me so happy to be able to bring you knowledge and entertainment and inspiration to the business owners out there. So I hope you guys are finding value. Would love to get any feedback, comments, new topics that you want us to cover. Just post those down below. And remember to subscribe and click the little bell icon so that you get notified of all of the new videos being posted. So super happy to have you guys with us, and definitely join our Facebook group, Tax Strategies That Save Entrepreneurs Thousands. Casey Williams, along with a lot of our other really super smart business owners and referral partners, are in that group ready to answer your questions. So reach out to us on the Facebook group, or of course Twitter, LinkedIn, anywhere you want. Just do a search for Tax Goddess and you will find us. So signing off with much tax love, Shauna, your Tax Goddess and Chief Tax Strategist. Bye, guys.